co-host Karan Sikand now, all the way from Indianapolis, telling us about the differences and cultures in India and here. उन्होंने अपने पूरे summer vacations India with spend करके आए ने पिछले 2 महीने तो, and ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਨੇ how did he feel कि ਉੱਥੇ ਦਾ culture और ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇ culture अंदर किस तरह फर्क है, and did he like it, did he not like it, what are some things that he would like to take away or add to it. So now Karan, tell me, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ cousins, friends, teenagers, everyone, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਅੰਦਰ malls ਨੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਹੁਣ, which is a lot like here, okay? How do you feel about this whole westernization? क्योंकि इंडिया आजकल कहते हैं ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ it's so advanced, it's so advanced.
They're more advanced than me, it seems.
Really?
Yeah.
In what aspect?
All the latest technologies, most of them have. And it depends on the class usually. But like the upper classes, middle classes, they are really having the best iPods, having the best, just everything, latest technologies in their bedrooms.
They're allowed to have the computers and all in their bedrooms?
Oh yeah, everything.
Really?
I just have one computer in my room, so yeah.
And that's good enough, right? That's all you need in there.
Yeah.
But you find that they are काफी westernized ने India अंदर लोग?
Yeah, of course it depends on the person.
Okay.
But I feel like we keep our culture more, the Indian culture, more alive abroad than they do in India.
Yes. Because they take it so much for granted there.
Right.
कि इतने ही हैगा, it's not going anywhere. Whereas here we know if we don't hold on to it, my kid's going to Americanize. मेरे बच्चे American हो जाएंगे.
Of course.
So that's the reason probably why we're still trying to hold on to it so much more. But when you say that, what did you see? Tanu kira experience hoya, or what did you see that made you say that or feel that?
Well, I think more so in the malls, more than any other place. Because there I saw people only conversing in English. And I thought that was so strange because you're living in India, you don't have to converse in English like we do over here.
Yeah.
And all the Western clothes, nobody wears kurta pajami in the malls.
Really?
Yes, it's so strange that I was seeing America in India, basically. Girls were wearing mini skirts. I noticed that. I never see Indian people wearing those things over here. All the guys have tattoos, I see. And I don't know. I don't see that over here in our Indian community.
Indian community, exactly.
So if they want to be like that, that's fine. But I just feel like we retain our culture more than they do.
More than they do. So then let me ask you a silly question. And your mom's not watching, don't worry about it. Being a teenager, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ, they're wearing mini skirts and stuff. If you, ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਲ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਗਏ ਔਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦਿਖਦੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, and you see them dressed like that,
then it feels really bad. We call them like Americanized or something like that.
Here?
Yes, over here.
But when you see it in India, then what do you think?
We think the same thing also, like, oh, she's lost her culture, she's lost her traditions and everything. In India, it hurts more, I think, for most of the senior people.
Exactly.
It hurts because, I don't know, they feel like that's the Farangi culture.
Exactly.
And then now they want to act like that.
Yeah.
So.
But you feel that we should try to hold on to our own respect and our own culture, but not, not just being American or Indian, just as a person.
Yeah.
Trying to hold on to your own values.
And that's just my opinion.
That's okay. You're allowed to have your opinion because I might have mine and it might be different from yours. But that's, I'm glad that you're sharing that with it. If you had to, agar tanu kuch India de culture andar add karna hai, or to take something out of it, what would it be? Well, that's a tough question.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But would you, like on top of your head, just random thought, agar koi hoye, what would you add or take away? And there's no right or wrong answer for this either.
To Indian culture, what I'd add?
Yeah, what would you add to the Indian?
I don't know. I think more, I think the American mind has less corruption.
Okay.
I do think so. In India, especially like in Delhi, they're always thinking about money, money, money. And that, like, I don't know. People don't think on the basis of, well, you're a person, I'm a person too. We should act like it. In India, people are stepping over people who are just laying on the street like they're animals.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that somebody your age can pick that up. You know, you're not even dealing with money every day, right? If you go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was going to say, if you can pick that up and if it's that obvious to a teenager, imagine how older people feel then.
See, the thing is, we got, especially in Delhi, we did not have a really good experience.
Okay.
Because the tour we went on, I saw places like Qutb Minar and those things. They basically scammed us. It was not a real government tour like they claimed.
Oh,
they didn't
really?
even have a tourist license.
Really?
Yeah, so it was...
I find that funny, okay.
Yeah, so these things happen, but I don't know, it's really hard to explain.
That's okay. I guess that's part of the culture. And you know what? Agar assi itho jaane ha, we accept it also. If we see it that way, we think, well, that's part of the culture. We're not expecting everything to be with licenses and all that kind of stuff.
So that's the corruption that I don't like. That's part of Indian culture.
But you know what? Believe it or not, the whole economy runs on it sometimes. Yeah. And you know, it's sad, but at the same time, I find it interesting that it can. It actually, the next person, duje bande nu pata hai कि वो क्या की रहा है और कर की रहा है. And you can pick that up also. So that would be one thing that you would take away from them.
I think so. Also, like the westernization that's going on.
Yes.
I think it's on the fringes of being too much.
Yeah.
I do think so. I like the more traditional culture. Like when you think of India, you think of the land of really deep-rooted spirituality and exoticness and all those things. It's becoming, they say it's developing now.
But it's losing that?
I think so.
Do you think you needed to go outside of Chandigarh to feel that whole exoticness and spirituality, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to go in the Himalayas
yeah.
for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, you know, maybe. It depends also, like you said, where you are.